Hi. So today I'm going to talk about confidence, self-confidence, and what that means. So we know that in the media just recently there has been a lot, everywhere you go, every social media page, every newspaper, every magazine, internet, wherever you go, basically, they're talking about self-confidence, mental health, bullying. So the other day I was sat having my lunch with my colleague Claire. So Claire and I get on so well together. We're quite different in ages, and she has bags of confidence, although she probably would say actually she doesn't always, and I don't have a lot of self-confidence at all. But we chatted over our lunch break the other day, and I think I know where this comes from. So as a kid I was like ultra skinny, going through primary school I was about 3 or 4 stone. When I got to secondary school I was about four stone, and I really remember, like it's really forward in my mind, close in my mind, that I was picked on all the time as a kid for being skinny. People in senior school, people would call me the most hideous of names. So they would call me skinny, they would call me skeletor, stick insect, they would call me names like Belson and say, oh, when was your train out of Auschwitz? These are really disgusting, hurtful things. So, and I remember going shopping with my parents for school shoes was just bloody traumatic for them and me. And then when I was in my teenage years and at senior school, and fashion was a big thing, going shopping for clothes for me was really difficult. We used to have this really amazing market in Carterton where all the local teenagers would go and get their clothes, and I could go and get a pair of jeans from there, but even the smallest of sizes I'd have to take them home, and take them in so that they would fit like a pair of skinny jeans. We used to wear them in the 80s like they were spray on, and I wanted to be like everyone else, so I had to buy these jeans, take them home, run them up on the bloody sewing machine so that they fitted. And even then I still used to get called these bloody disgusting names. So 30, 40 years on, is it any wonder that I have these body confidence, self-confidence issues? When you look at the word self-confidence and confidence in Google, the definition that you get is trust. Confidence is just a word. It means so different to everybody. It just means you trust. So if I liken it to, do I trust in my cooking? Yeah, I do trust in my cooking. Sometimes it goes wrong. Sometimes it's all right and everybody likes it. If I bake a cake, well, even the birds in the garden turn it down. But if I cook a curry or, roast dinner or, just ordinary things like that, then I do have trust. I do have confidence. Everybody comments. My job as an occupational therapist, sometimes you have trust, sometimes you don't have trust or confidence in what you're saying. But I know my stuff. I've done my degree course. I've got 5 years experience. I work with very experienced nurses, social workers, all kinds of different professionals. And everybody, is on the same wavelength. So yes, I do have trust. I have confidence in myself to do a job. And to be honest, when I go to work, I put my uniform on and my badge that says my name and my occupation and where I live. It gives me a sense of belonging. That is me. That's me, who I am. That's my profession. But I think when you get married and you have children, you lose your identity as a single person. So I know sometimes I'm referred to as Alistair and Louise's mum, or Mrs. O, Bill's wife, the lady that lives in that house, or Christine and Robin's daughter. Oh yeah, you're from the Knight family. Yeah, you look like a Knight. And actually, sod off. No, I'm me. This is me. I'm me. I was me right from the beginning. Okay, so I've taken on those roles, but I'm still bloody me. So that bullying, or today we call it bullying, and it's everywhere, and everybody thinks it's so terrible. But growing up in the 60s, the 70s and 80s, it was it was ordinary. It was what you did. You just took it on the head. I think for me, it made me a bit of a person that I tend not to stand any crap. I was a middle child, so if my brother, he quite often used to, try and beat me up and whatever, and I'd stand my ground with him. And my sister, she was, always had loads of friends, loads of boyfriends and whatever, really, really attractive. And now she's, she's an upstanding member of the community. Sometimes I used to beat the shit out of both of them. And I think then we used to stand up for ourselves, but those feelings of being called all those revolting names have stayed with me for 30 or 40 years. Is it any wonder that my self-confidence, that trust in how I look, is knocked? Actually, I don't think it is. So I'm really, really working hard at the moment with lots of different people, my family, some friends from work, on improving my self-confidence, changing my perception of that bloody word that actually doesn't, it means jack shit. It's your trust in your ability to do something. So I said to Claire yesterday, I don't like the things. Sometimes I think I look frumpy in things. I don't stand out. I always wear grey or navy or black. Actually, I'm going to bloody well change that, and I'm going to find some clothes that actually I do stand out in. I walk into a room and somebody says, oh yeah, I like your yellow top or whatever, so you stand out, and try and build that confidence. So I'd just like to say, anybody who's watching this video who possibly has had confidence issues in the past, it's just a minute bloody word. Find out where your confidence is lacking and try and change it. It's not going to be a quick process, might not be a quick process. It's not a linear process. It's going to go up and down. But I think you can work on doing that. Look, DM me and I'll chat about it. But also, if you're one of those bloody gits that used to teases people, I think I probably did it myself when we used to have kids in our school that had special needs, and yeah, I'm honest, I did used to tease them. Jesus Christ, that bit my arse bloody big time, didn't it? If you know my family, bit me right on the fucking arse. But, to all those people that go online and tease people about the way they look, just bugger off. Go and look at yourself in the mirror and you'll find that actually you're not that perfect anyway. What is it? What does perfection mean to you? Just have a word with yourself and think about it. Thanks.